What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Goat Talk. It's been a while since we shot an episode in person, but we're back and we're better than ever. So let's go.
USA. USA.
So USA took down Iran today 1-0 to advance to the round of 16 in the FIFA World Cup. How do you guys feel about this?
Captain America, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Captain America. That guy's a goat.
Yeah, he risked having kids in the future for a goal to be the hero of USA. So, what do we got the Netherlands on Saturday?
Saturday, 10 a.m., we got Netherlands. So, know what that means. Bad news for the Netherlands.
Oh, yeah. They're done. They're done.
I didn't understand how, even if we got a draw, how we wouldn't.
Because Iran would have a win.
Yeah,
England would have a
well,
win.
it goes so
Well, they
soccer,
beat Iran too.
soccer, and like every league.
England.
Oh, well, I knew England was in it no matter. They were going to win the.
So
So the standings are point based in soccer in
so we
leagues
had
and
two
everything.
draws and 3 points. Fuck does that work?
No, they were showing that as the live standings. You get 1 point for a draw. So the live when we took the
gotcha.
1-0, when it was still a draw at the time, they did the
Gotcha.
live standings on TV, which I thought was stupid too.
Yeah.
But, because I was confused at first too, but no, it's 1 point for a draw, 3 points for a win. So the thing
Gotcha.
was, if we drew or lost to Iran, obviously, if we drew, we both got a point.
yeah,
Iran would have been ahead
would
of
have
us
more.
because they haven't won.
Because they beat Wales, which
Yeah.
we should have beat Wales the first
Yeah,
game,
I know.
dude. We shouldn't. That was.
Should have been
Oh my
2-0.
gosh.
So I
2-1-0,
I
whatever.
saw a little
Yeah.
cool thing on Twitter about the U.S. goalie that he didn't start playing soccer until high school.
I saw this too.
He
Really?
he didn't start playing soccer until he was in high school. He was a walk-on at Fairfield University, I believe. So he walked on to Fairfield University, and then one little thing they threw in there, his freshman or sophomore year, he was on ESPN Not Top 10, and then he went undrafted in the MLS, and now he has no goals against in besides PKs, but no
he's
goals
playing.
against.
He's playing in the Premier League now.
Yeah.
I think he's playing for. I want to say it's Arsenal.
Yeah,
He's
it
playing.
is.
Yeah, he's
They were
playing for
talking
Arsenal
about it
now,
the
which
other
is
day.
Crazy,
Dude, it just shows.
dude. Captain America is from Hershey, PA.
Is he really?
That's where he grew up.
Yeah, that's
He grew up, and now he plays. Well, obviously, besides Team USA, he plays for Chelsea.
Dude, I feel like that area, like Pennsylvania, just breeds athletes for some reason. I feel like there's a lot of random athletes from Pennsylvania.
'Cause
Like
it's from,
Micah Parsons is from that area. He's from I don't know if it's Hershey, PA, but he's
Yeah.
from that area, from eastern Pennsylvania.
It's a big state.
Yeah, it is a big state.
They definitely have a lot of room.
AI.
A lot of
AI 's from,
trees.
Is
Philly. I'm pretty sure he grew up in Philly.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Pretty sure he grew up around that area and then ended up going there.
I don't
Could be
know, man.
wrong.
All I know is it's called soccer.
Yeah, it is called soccer.
Yeah. No more football.
Dude, our starting lineup today was the youngest in the World Cup,
That's sick.
and I'm pretty sure U.S. history.
Dude, some of those kids look like they're 15 years old. I'm not
Dude,
gonna
the one
lie.
guy, I don't know if you guys saw it. He took our free kick and he booted over the net, but he turned 20 today.
That's sick.
I was like, what? That was the guy who got his jersey pulled down. That he
I know
turned 20
Qatar
today.
doesn't want alcohol, and he's only 20. So
Yeah.
I'm not going to rat you out, man, but he's definitely pounding some brewskis with the boys right now.
And then I saw another thing on Twitter. It's like this is the first time that USA has had multiple shutouts in a World Cup since 1930.
That's insane.
Dude.
Dude, I mean, U.S. seems like I don't know crazy amount about soccer, and I don't study soccer like that. But it seems like they're on the come up. Like they have a pretty good future ahead of them.
I'm pretty sure we're the youngest team in the whole World Cup this year.
That's
and,
sick.
like,
and making the I know
1-0-1-1.
Pulisic. I don't know how to say his name, but Pulisic or whatever. I
Yeah.
know
Pulisic,
he's like an
yeah.
absolute stud.
Yeah.
Christian Pulisic.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was pissed. I think they were saying it was like 5 years ago when we didn't qualify for the last World Cup. He's like he's carried that chip on his shoulder every day.
Nah,
And
that's
it's paying off so
that's
far.
sick. I mean, it would be crazy if we go and beat the Netherlands.
Is there an
That'd be
update on
sick.
his injury?
No, he said he posted a video or a Snapchat or something. He's like, "Let's fucking go, boys," or something like that. He goes, "I'll be back." He goes, "I'll be ready for Saturday" or something like that.
I mean, I
think he
can't
just-
see him.
it's probably just like a
missing
groin or
game,
something
but
like
I
that.
just
I
wanted to know
saw
what it
Twitter. I
was.
saw a Twitter post where can't really put much detail. I don't know if it's
I
G-rated.
saw some funny ones.
But I think you definitely saw it because I saw it a couple times on Twitter. It was a picture of an eagle in the shape of something that.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah.
Dude, I was just about to pull up the funny ones I saw, but it got deleted by the owner. I'm pissed about that. I forget what it was, but it was so funny.
Yeah, it was an eagle just going like this.
Dude. I saw one. You know how they usually have like the X-ray and he'll have like dogs in them. He's got that dog in him.
yeah.
It was that, but it was eagles.
Yeah, I did see that one too.
There was a picture of him with like the Trump quote too under it when it about like COVID. He was like, my body, COVID's never seen anything like my body. Like they took a DNA test and it wasn't DNA, it was USA.
What I saw, dude, I was cracking up at that one.
He was diagnosed with a pelvic contusion and his status is day to day.
So he has a bruised pelvis.
He's not gonna miss the game.
No,
He's
he's not.
fine.
He's not.
He's
missing the
fine.
game.
He's not a
the guy's
there's
not
no
a
shot.
bitch.
Yeah, he's not a regular soccer player. He's
No,
a soccer
they're-
player.
Dude,
Exactly.
when we drew England, I kept seeing tweets and it was like, just think of how it would go down if we sent our all-pro
saw
football
that.
team
Yeah.
against England
because
and
I
we lost or we drew against.
I see a lot of like people from England talking
Real
shit
football.
about the U.S. Like,
Mhm.
and I'm like, dude, like in the U.S., like I get it, soccer, football is the #1 sport in the world,
Yeah.
but I'm like, in the U.S., it's like our 5th sport,
Yeah.
especially on the men's side. Like, girls or women is different, but like
Yeah.
on the men's side, it's like our 5th sport,
Yeah, we're a lot better.
Maybe
And-
fifth.
dude. Like,
True.
and we drew to one of the best countries in the world. Like, why
We could have beat them.
yeah, imagine
Like,
we
had
sent
many
our
opportunities
basketball
to beat them.
team, our baseball team, and our football team, which our baseball team's actually playing them in the World Baseball Classic first
Yeah.
round.
Really?
This is
Fucking
their
first
first time
round.
ever
They have a
qualifying.
baseball
It's
team?
their
The
first time ever
qualifying.
qualifying.
Who's
Oh.
on it?
Dude, I
I
don't
don't
know.
fucking know.
Nobody-
It was a bunch.
nobody in the
It was a
MLB.
bunch of guys that looked like me. They're just like
Yeah,
normal
it's
white
pretty much-
dudes.
it's gonna be like a high school baseball team, dude. And the U.S. lineup is gonna.
Oh yeah.
I saw one guy on Twitter about it. They were like, "Oh, let's not forget Merrill Kelly's the only starting pitcher on the U.S. team so far." And I'm like, dude, we could send out minor leaguers as
Yeah.
pitchers.
Well,
against
that's not even
England.
true anymore because Nestor is now
Yeah.
pitching
Oh,
on
I
it.
saw
So
that. I saw
Nestor
that
could
today.
throw right in. He'd fucking beat
Yeah,
them.
we're
He
gonna
confirmed for it
smoke
today.
England. Mike Trout and Mookie Betts are gonna just come up opposite-handed for shits and
Yeah.
gigs, bro.
Yeah, especially like you said, like basketball. Like when was the last time we lost in Olympics?
Yeah,
Like-
but even that, like, dude, England's not touching us in anything besides soccer and rugby, probably. But
Yeah, because we don't really play that.
Yeah.
That's like another. That's like soccer. Like that's not
Yeah.
big in the U.S.
yeah,
Like,
exactly.
and we fucking held them to a draw.
We're undefeated against them. And what was it 3 World Cup matches and then 2 wars.
Yeah.
We beat them in the Revolutionary War and then we tied them in the War of 1812.
Dude, I see a bunch
Somehow
of,
we
I
tied the
see-
war.
Yeah, how do
I
you
saw-
tie a war?
I saw a TikTok today about Iran versus the U.S. Like all like just random stats, and it was like Ford F-150, 16,000 USA, 0 Iran, like a bunch of stupid crap like that, and I was dying.
Dude,
laughing.
the leader of Iran, he like threatened the families
Yeah.
of the
Oh, yeah,
the
he said
players.
behave,
Yeah, he
or
said
there'll be, like,
behave or the
torture and something
Yeah.
like
to your
dude.
families. I was like, holy shit.
Well, if we had a draw with Iran today, this would have been the first time that they ever made it out of the group
Yeah.
stage. It's
Exactly,
like it's a
but-
big deal for their history, but kick rocks.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
You guys see this?
Have a fun flight back home.
You guys see the Qatar's got to be close to Iran, man. They might be walking.
That's true.
Yeah, I see the Saudi teams all getting Rolls Royces for beating.
Yeah.
Was it Argentina,
Argentina.
right?
That's
Everybody on the
sick.
team is getting a Rolls Royce,
That's
a
sick.
Phantom.
Did you
It's
see what
fucking
Canelo
nuts.
Alvarez said?
About Messi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see that? So
Oh,
Argentina
yeah.
beat Mexico, and Messi in the locker room used like a Mexico flag to like clean the floor, like stomping on it. And Canelo was like, "I just pray I don't see him in person."
Oh yeah, dude.
Like, dude, that's.
I mean,
scary.
that is like really.
I didn't
That-
watch.
that's- yeah,
I didn't
that's-
watch the
that's
video. Was he actually like
I only saw pictures of it.
Yeah.
but it seemed like he was like, I don't
the
know.
video? The thing that I saw, it said that that he was like kicking off his shoes and like somebody I guess like threw it towards him or was on the ground. He like kicked it while he was kicking off his shoe. That's what I heard. But I didn't watch the video though. But I don't know. There's 2 sides, so I guess if I watch it, I'll figure it out. But I feel like Messi probably wasn't like.
I mean, yeah, they beat him 2-0. They beat
I mean, Argentina is legit.
dude.
Isn't this Messi's last World Cup too?
I don't know.
I'm pretty.
I think it's Ronaldo's.
I'm pretty sure Messi came out and said this is his last World Cup. But didn't he just sign a contract with a U.S. team?
Did he?
I'm
No,
pretty sure-
I think there. No, I think there was something with him and Ronaldo.
Well,
I don't know what it
Ronaldo's
was.
leaving.
He already left.
Effective
Man U,
immediately, they
yeah,
left. He left
Man U.
Manchester United, and there's talks about him going to the MLS.
I heard. That's what I heard. I heard him and Messi both possibly coming.
Imagine they
Well, I heard-
teamed up
I-
in
I
the
heard-
MLS.
I heard years ago that like Ronaldo's goal was to finish his career in the U.S.
Yeah, I saw that too. That'd be nasty.
Dude,
Should
I
do
think
that
would
now. He's
honestly,
kinda
like,
old.
even not as like a huge soccer fan, I think that would be huge for U.S. soccer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that would just
absolutely.
bring so much more interest to the sport. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it happens. Obviously, not with a player of his caliber, but like other good players have come here. Like, fuck, I don't know how to say the guy's name.
I could probably picture
With a
who-
Z.
Oh,
the guy with the long
Ibrahimovic.
Yeah.
yeah,
Ibra.
yeah.
Him. There's some others too back in
yeah,
like
he
the
came. He like
early
came for, he came for like a
2010s.
year or two.
Yeah.
Dominated the league and left. He goes, I came, I dominated,
Yep.
and now I'm gone.
Well, basically, like what started the MLS was basically wasn't it like David Beckham
Yeah.
Yeah.
when he came to
Yeah,
I think it was
LA
LA Galaxy.
yeah.
That's basically what shot the MLS up.
Yeah. Well, the
Now
MLS
he
is
owns the team.
yeah, the MLS is
Yeah.
growing. You see, NYFC is building that stadium next to
Yep.
City Field now. $830 million.
They won it all last year.
Yeah.
They won the whole MLS last year, and then
Yeah.
Philadelphia won it this year.
I think we could be on an MLS team.
Yeah.
Like maybe we wouldn't play, but I think we could be on a team.
The England and Wales was tied at halftime, and England won 3-0. Like they're good.
Jeez.
England.
France plays tomorrow. You see that thing that the guy has a parlay. If France wins the world, like he had like 8-leg parlay of like teams to win championships and
Yeah.
stuff. If France is the last leg, if they win the World Cup, he wins like 600,000.
You guys see the USA parlay today? Some dude had.
Correct score.
Did you send
Pulisic
that one
to
in?
score. I just saw it on Twitter, but
Dude,
that
this
was
guy had
wild.
correct score. Pulisic first goal scorer. USA halftime money line, and then USA -2 in corner kicks.
Yeah, and it hit.
And it hit.
It
He
was
put $900 on it too.
and he won like 200,000.
Who puts $900 on that bet? You have to have fuck
Dude,
you money
that's
to
like
do that.
Dave Portnoy type bets.
Yeah.
Dave Portnoy's betting like $500,000 one night, every night.
Pat McAfee had like 20 grand on USA today. The guys, well, he had 10,000 on USA money line, which won 19,000. Then I think he had 6,000 on USA money line and Pulisic to score. So obviously that hit.
That's sick.
Dude,
You were
like-
Pulisic making people money too. I saw
Dude,
like
so many people won.
oh, I
money
did
today.
see it was 92% of the money today was on USA,
Mhm.
and he goes, "We eating good tonight,
Yeah.
like US is eating good tonight or something like that."
Yeah, I saw one tweet. It was like it was some like betting page I found. It's like today we are all on the same team. We all root for the same team. Everybody eats. Like the whole country was betting on USA today.
Yeah.
Like,
Literally.
That's what I think is like so cool about like things like this, like especially the World Cup, how big of an event it is. Like you have a whole country for once.
I wish it was
finally
like
coming
that.
together and, like,
I wish it was like that for more sports.
Yeah.
The World Cups are really the only sport that you see like.
I
people
just
get
I
like
think
this
it's
for.
like that
The
just
Olympics,
because
I think.
well the Olympics too, but I just feel like the World Cup is like it's I looked it up the other day with my brother. It's the World Cup is the second most watched event in the world, and you'll never guess which one. I was shocked by this. You'll never guess it.
Is it a sport?
It is a sport, yes. Not any of the sports you're thinking of.
It's got to be like cricket.
The
I
Tour
was gonna
de
say.
France.
Ah.
The number one watched
Yeah,
event
because it's
in the
so
world.
long.
Yeah. But but the World Cups too, and then after that, like every US thing, like the Super Bowl, the World Series, like
Yeah.
dude, not even close to the amount of
No,
people that watch
it's,
the
it's
World-
not
like, even
possible.
Well,
It's
yeah,
not possible
Because
to
you
be
figure
close.
like the World Cup is every
Yeah.
country out.
This is how I
But
think
it's
about it.
like-
It's like so the World Cup, right? Say it gets 2 billion viewers. Like say that's what it is or
I
whatever.
think it's actually right around that too.
If you take so that the sport of soccer, not football, soccer is a worldwide sport. There's not many sports that are worldwide like
yeah.
that. So now that's what there's almost 8 million people now. So that's like 1/4 of the population. So then you go to like the Super Bowl, where basically only people in the U.S. watch it.
And London.
Yeah,
A
well, maybe a
little
small
bit.
maybe
Yeah,
a
a
small
small
percentage around the
percentage.
world. but,
Yeah.
like,
It's
90%
yeah,
Yeah,
at least
obviously.
90%. And you take, I think theirs is like 100 million. Is like what the Super Bowl had like this last year. It's a third of our population. So it's like the numbers. They do even out when you go in percentages, but when you look at like the actual amount of fucking people, dude, it's crazy
Yeah.
how many people watch the
I
World
know,
Cup.
and,
It is
and that's
nuts.
why I think like there's so much more interest when it comes to the World Cup because everybody in the world's watching.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody in the world's watching it. So.
No other sports like that people would actually watch a event like that are big enough. Like not like baseball is not big enough. The World Baseball Classic's coming up, but you're not gonna get anywhere close to.
No.
What
Well,
you're
I
gonna
think
get
like
for
also
that.
like the World Cup and the Olympics what like makes it so unique is it's every 4 years.
Yeah.
So like you got momentum building up and advertising building up for these next 3 years after this, and like then when it comes around, it's like everybody needs to watch now.
Mhm.
Like that's what makes it more unique.
Yeah.
I love watching the Olympics.
Yeah.
I think the Olympics are so.
The
fun
Olympics
to
are
watch.
fun to watch. Like just sit down on like a Friday night when it's going on, and you're like, oh, what the hell's on tonight? Figure skating. This is kind of dope.
Find
Oh,
myself.
look at that guy flip a fucking snowmobile. Holy
Yeah,
shit!
archery,
Winter
bro?
Olympics.
Are you kidding me? I've never thought I'd be interested in sitting down for an hour watching archery.
Yeah, like 9 a.m. in the summertime. I'm setting an alarm to wake up and watch swimming.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
Going nuts for a guy named John Smith to hit the fucking red target.
Oh, I had his under and butterfly strokes. Ah, he did 180 of them. I had the under at 175. Fuck.
See, you know, it's like it's not the Olympics. I don't think it's in the Olympics or anything, but it's been on like late at night when nothing else is on, and it's electric. Is darts.
My dad actually put that on the other day.
It's electric to watch.
My
You're
dad
like,
put
holy shit, bullseye. He missed one. Oh my god, he missed. Dude, it's crazy.
Dude, we were watching for like 2 minutes. This guy he's going for the 20s, right? He misses it, hits the one. I think the one's right next to it, right? Yeah. Hits the one. My guy goes, this guy sucks. And he goes, oh my god, he's got 3 20s. He's got 6. The next guy comes up and goes, oh my god, he's got 6. He's got 7 of them. What the heck's going on?
Dude, they're so like those guys that you see on like ESPN and stuff, like they're filthy.
Even like cornhole like players. Like you
Cornhole,
don't realize
yeah.
like how good people get at certain like the most random things.
Mhm.
Like these cornhole guys, like every time they throw it exactly, they land the ball, the bag exactly where they want it.
Yeah,
every single
They
time.
know how to block and everything. Like if they want to airmail, they're gonna.
Or,
airmail
dude, like
it,
drag shots are crazy to me when they'll airmail and then drag the one that's like on the back right in with it. I'm like, how the fuck did you manage that? I would have missed the board.
Yeah, it's
That's
insane.
actually starting at the Moose again soon.
Is
It's
it?
gonna be Tuesday nights.
Oh,
I love playing there. It's so much fun playing there. I wonder if Dublin Tech's gonna bring back their courts. They
That'd be so cool.
because like they had
It's
leagues
yeah.
and like that'd be sick to do on. Even if we get destroyed, like that'd
Yeah.
still be fun.
well, we have David.
Yeah.
That doesn't. If you play people
The
that
other team probably has
if you play people that actually know how to play volleyball, it's night, dude. I've just been getting all volleyball stuff all over my Instagram because for some reason half your Instagram feed now. I don't think you use Instagram, right?
I actually
really?
just re-downloaded it, but
Dude, half your feed is just it's stuff you don't follow, or half
Yeah.
mine.
Yeah.
Because
that's
you can
why I kinda-
you can switch it between following and then like I don't know what the other one's called, but I just have it on the other one and like literally half it'll have like a follow button and then it's just random shit and all of it right now for me is volleyball. So I'm just watching volleyball things, sending them to Tommy like, how the fuck do these people do this, bro? Some of the shit they do is fucking wild.
trying to become more like TikTok, Instagram.
Yeah,
It
basically.
really is.
I feel like everything's like trying to like.
Dude,
you
I've
know,
been-
like YouTube. with
I've been watching YouTube Shorts a lot. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna cap you.
I
I'll
actually-
press one and then I'll just go for like
Yeah.
10 minutes.
Dude,
All
I
you do is
saw-
press a button.
I actually saw what's his name? Mr. Beast. He was talking about YouTube Shorts. I forgot he was on a podcast with somebody talking about it, and he says YouTube
Might have
Shorts.
been Nelk.
Yeah, it probably was.
He was on the Nelk podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
Dude,
awesome.
It was a good
Nelk
one.
has some good guests, but besides the point, Mr. Beast said YouTube Shorts are gonna be like the next big thing to
Yeah.
blow up. Like,
Well, dude, if you look like, because like when I post YouTube Shorts for us, we'll get 4 views or we'll get thousands of views.
yeah,
And the ones that get thousands of views, we get our we're at 93 subscribers right now.
yeah,
We're 7 away from 100.
yeah.
7 more people. Come on.
I know you all know one person.
Yeah, come on, dude.
We could
It's not
double that
hard
93.
to find 7 people. Come on. He was actually, I think maybe you sent it to our group chat when he was on Rogan.
Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched.
Somebody
the whole thing,
sent
so
it
I know I
in
saw
our group
it.
chat when he was on Rogan. It's like actually crazy how smart he is.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
he's a
He's
nut for YouTube.
Ridiculously
Dude.
smart.
yeah.
He's a nut for YouTube. It's crazy.
Dude, he could post a black screen and get millions of views.
Oh yeah.
Like he's just so smart.
No, he really is.
And
He-
got so much
He's
money.
Yeah.
he's smart with his short form content too, because like his TikToks and YouTube Shorts, he doesn't just post what he already posted on YouTube and just like clips. He does completely new shit. So like he goes all the ones that I see is like he goes to like Walmart and they try to find people to give money to in like cool
Yeah,
ways and
buys
shit like that.
cookies and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
he just really understands basically all social media. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna cap. Like
He's also
He's-
like you see him like giving away money all the time, but like I think it was on the Rogan podcast. He was talking about like how he's like really good with his money. Like he considers himself like cheap.
Yeah, he
Like
doesn't
he's
really
like,
buy-
I only spend
Well,
money on my videos and donating it to people.
Yeah, and that's what I saw one thing with him. He said he goes I was already a millionaire, and he goes I was still sharing a small house with
Yeah.
like 5
Yeah.
guys, and then he goes people started realizing I was living there, and it kept getting broken into and stuff.
Yeah.
He goes for my own security. He goes I had to buy a bigger house.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Did
he
you-
said that.
What?
That's
What?
crazy.
Oh, I don't remember if it was the Nelk one or the Joe Rogan one. I think it was him though, where someone broke into his house and stole his laptop, which had all of his Bitcoin on it, and he like freaked out when he got home because he didn't realize, and the person had no idea, I guess, so they didn't even fucking check or whatever. So he went onto his like desktop and went on like whatever website, typed in his password and like changed the pass because it was just open on his computer, and just like changed the password or whatever so they couldn't get into it, and he saved himself from losing like millions of dollars at the time.
That's crazy.
He said he had like so much money in Bitcoin, he just almost lost all of it because somebody broke in and fucking stole his laptop.
Yeah, that's insane. Going over to the actual football. Want to talk about my Jets for a little bit. Mike fucking White out here, baby, the savior of the New York Jets.
I think we should wait one more game before we say that because last year he had a better first game, and then
Well, who they play
shit
this
the
week?
bed.
They play the Vikings coming up.
Vikings, they suck.
Yeah.
They don't suck. Obviously, they just aren't. They're not.
They're an
What are they, 9 and
overrated
2?
9 and they
Yeah,
are the
they're very-
worst 9-2 team.
Oh yeah,
I agree.
that's what I said.
They got housed by the Cowboys. You should not have gotten housed by the Cowboys.
They should have lost to us. Like they should be on a losing streak. Right
Yeah.
now. We blew that
Agreed.
game more times than I could count. They have the best receiver in the league, and that's what's saving Kirk Cousins. Like it's crazy.
It would be night and day if they didn't have him.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, even against like the Bills, like in that game, like I can't count how many times Jefferson bailed him out. Like on 4th and 18, he makes one of the best catches I've ever seen.
Yeah,
No one
It's-
else is making that catch.
dude, it's insane.
Like he's so good.
But yeah,
That's gonna be a good game now.
this upcoming week is definitely a big show for Mike White. I think he's he can come out and throw 6 interceptions. I think he's way better than Zach Wilson. So I saw a stat. Zach Wilson in 19 games has not had a game with 3 touchdown passes yet. And the Jets, in that time since they drafted Zach Wilson, have had 3 different quarterbacks throw for 3 touchdowns in a game. Joe Flacco, Josh Johnson, and Zach White.
Josh
White.
Johnson.
Johnson.
Yeah, he played a game last year for the
I
Jets.
remember
And
that.
threw
He
3 touchdowns.
Threw 3 touchdowns for the Jets.
Oh my god.
It was the game Mike White got injured. So Mike White came out and had that sick game his first start. And then I think the next game after that, I believe, he threw a touchdown pass, and on the touchdown pass, he clipped his hand on a lineman's helmet
Oh.
and like hurt his hand. So fucking losing it right now. But Josh Johnson started the next game or something, threw 3 touchdowns, like 300 yards.
I didn't know Flacco threw 3 touchdowns for them either.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I think it just shows how bad Zach Wilson actually is. I know it talks about this in our fantasy group chat over the past few weeks. And, of course, the one person defending Zach Wilson is a Giants fan. But
I was shocked.
I forgot he was a Giants fan.
huge
I
Giants
was-
fan.
I was not even like defending like Zach Wilson and stuff. I was gonna text Dave separately. I was like, I think he hates the Jets more than I do. Like he was going at it. I was shocked by that.
Dude, it's just a thing with Zach Wilson, and you guys know me long enough. I've defended every Jets quarterback over the
Yeah.
past few years. I even made the dumb comment a couple of years ago that Sam Darnold was better than Josh Allen. Like
Everybody did.
dude, I admit it. But this is every other quarterback the Jets have at least showed sometimes they were good. Zach Wilson just looks lost out there. He literally looks lost, and I personally, obviously, we're not in the locker room, but I personally think he lost the locker room. And I think
That press conference was the worst thing he ever possibly
Yeah.
could have done.
And
why would you ever say that?
And dude, I think the Jets team this year is very good. I think
their defense is elite, dude.
I think their offensive coordinator showed he has a good system. Like he pretty much copied he came from the 49ers, but he pretty much
Yeah.
copied the 49ers like offensive scheme. And even last year when Zach Wilson didn't play, the offense looked so much better. Like and you could see like Mike White, that was his 4th career start, Mike White. 4th career start. He has 2 games with over 300 yards and 3 touchdown passes.
Yeah. I mean, everybody knows how much I hate the Jets, but you gotta give credit when credit's due. They have a great defense.
Oh yeah.
And to say that you didn't let the defense down after they only allowed 3 points,
Yeah.
that's just like that. I don't even
Dude,
know what goes through your mind.
2.77 inches
Yeah,
per play in the
Like,
second
And the
half.
thing is, it's
Embarrassing.
not like the Patriots defense is very good. Don't get me wrong.
yeah,
But the
dude,
thing was like
2 yards a whole.
I actually
fucking
started
half?
like I saw a lot of highlights like on social media and shit. Like people actually like watching film, like the overhead view of the field. There was like 5 or 6 plays where like there was one play we were on like the Patriots 30. Denzel Mims was beyond open. Like it was a broken coverage. Denzel Mims was alone on a streak right up the middle for a touchdown. Like literally Zach Wilson could have thrown it lefty to him
Yeah,
and thrown a touchdown. And Zach Wilson just stared down the one receiver. He didn't go through progressions and just missed him completely. And that's the problem with Zach Wilson. He doesn't read the field,
yeah.
and he's too slow to make a decision. Well, Mike White, I know I over-exaggerated before. He's the savior or whatever, but at least Mike White, when you watch him play, he goes through progressions. He gets the ball out quick, and he actually throws a good ball. Like, he can come out next week and have a bad game, but like you could just see it's night and day between watching him run the offense compared to Zach Wilson.
Yeah.
Dude, Zach Wilson, I saw him stand next to Flacco. I was like, he just looks like a proud son.
Yeah,
He literally just stands there like,
yeah.
It's interesting to see like what happens now. This is his what, second year?
This
Yeah.
is his second year, yes.
So he's got what's a rookie contract? 3 or
4.
4? So
4, and if you're a first round pick, they have the option like his 4th year they'll have an option to keep him for a 5th.
So no matter what, he's there 2 more years, unless somebody decides
unless we
they wanna
trade him
for
or
him.
They
which
could
well,
just-
this will never happen, but straight up release him.
Yeah, like it's interesting to see
I'd do
what
it.
happens now because
I-
I don't
dude,
I don't
it's-
think you see him play for the Jets again.
It's a tough situation just because like this is like your guy when you draft someone second overall or just a top 10 quarterback in general, like that's supposed to be your guy for the future.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's not like Flacco came in and balled out like, okay, like Zach Wilson will take the reins next year. Mike White's a 25-year-old 5th
Yeah.
round pick that's looking to prove himself. Like this is I personally I was texting Dan about it the other day right after the game. I said, dude, I don't care how bad Mike White plays. Like, let's say he can come out and have the worst next few games of his ever. Like,
Mhm.
I think this has to be for at least the rest of the season Mike White's job, because you either go with Mike White and he kills it and he looks like your future quarterback, or we have to go get a quarterback in the offseason.
Yeah,
Because I think this team is too good and too talented to waste on a project that we don't know. Like, yeah, maybe Zach Wilson does become good, but right now it doesn't look promising at all.
I can see him like it's kind of like any other, kind of like the Mets. Zach Wilson leaves and becomes like a superstar.
Yeah,
I
would
see-
piss me off, but
I think there's a chance that he becomes a decent quarterback, but I think he would have to get picked up, not picked up, but signed by a team with a very good quarterback already, and he's just their backup
Like,
for
he-
a while.
he has-
You know what I'm
he
saying?
has- like he has good raw talent. Like you could tell, like he's an athletic kid. Like he could do shit, but he really, dude, he is way too raw. Like he's just not up to speed at the NFL. Like he can't play at the NFL pace yet. You could tell he's just overmatched by NFL defenses.
I think
Isn't he like supposed to be like more of a mobile quarterback too, and he just doesn't move?
Yeah, I mean he's actually pretty
Like-
quick. Like when you watch him, like there
Yeah.
was a couple times last year. He started doing it a little more this year, but there was a couple times last year when the Jets were really struggling that like he would get out of the pocket, have an open first, like literally like a 10-yard run, like easy. Like he could have backpedaled for the first down, and he would stop at the line of scrimmage and throw like a 50-50 ball up in the air. And I'm like, dude, just use your legs a little
Yeah.
bit, like. And I'm not like the biggest fan of like rushing quarterbacks and shit, but like there's times where like, hey, dude, like this is the difference between a 3 and out and getting a couple first downs. Like,
Yeah,
I could see something like what happened with like Geno Smith. He sat behind 3 or 4 quarterbacks, one being
Yeah,
Russ
it took it,
Wilson,
like-
who was very good, took 7-8 years,
Yeah.
9, whatever it was, and he's a serviceable quarterback now.
yeah.
Yeah,
I could see
that's
something like
great.
that happening, or he can go play when the XFL comes back, because it'll probably come back 6 more times in the next
Yeah.
4 years. He could go play there, or the CFL. I don't fucking know.
Dude,
Like, totally like kind of little off topic, like complete different teams, but quarterbacks. The Chiefs played. The fuck did they just play this past week?
Rams, Perkins
Was it a primetime game or a 4 o'clock game? I don't remember what time it was, but I was
4
watching the
o'clock.
game.
was 4
And
o'clock.
Mahomes like had a run. It was probably like 20, 25 yards, but he slid down like the 2. And I'm like watching him. I'm like, Josh Allen would have ran that.
He
in.
slid at the 2? I didn't even know this. I would have fucking... No, I wouldn't have
So I
won,
always
but...
say like Josh Allen versus Mahomes like comparison.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm biased Bills fan. I was like Josh Allen would have ran that, bitch.
I needed those points.
Yeah, tough L. Upset alert, baby.
Yeah, have fun with the number 5 pick.
I'm cool with that.
Because Nick's going to have 6.
And
I'm
I don't care. I own the whole draft next year.
I'm
don't
gonna-
care where I draft.
I'm going to shit on Nick for not trading me Hawkinson and still getting the last pick in the toilet bowl.
I play Max this week, going on a nice
Hey.
little win streak to end the. I can't make playoffs, so I'm already eliminated. But still,
I thought I had a chance to beat Chris this week, but that didn't happen.
This is 2 weeks in a row that I just started the wrong guys and I lost because of it.
Yeah,
Dude,
I, ETN
I was watching a little bit
Yeah,
of the
that was
Bucks game,
horrible.
and like the first touchdown of the game was Godwin on the Bucks. I was like, "Fuck!" Of course, Dave has him. I'm like, he's on his bench.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Because it's like, do I start the number 1 receiver in Keenan Allen, or do I start the number 2 receiver in Godwin? But Godwin's looking like the better play for the past couple weeks
Well, I
because
thought
he's
you were
getting
gonna put him
all
in your
the.
flex.
No,
but
because
then-
I'd rather have ETN in my flex,
Yeah.
100%.
Did you see he was cleared to come back,
Yeah, I
but
know.
the
I know.
Jaguars just
They didn't
like,
put it back
oh, we're
in.
just gonna
Played
play
it
it
safe,
safe.
yeah.
Yeah.
He put up what he put up like
Point
0.3.
He had two carries, and their backup had like
Hasty
he had a
or-
touchdown and like 60 receiving
Yeah.
yards.
He actually went off when he came in.
Like
he's a good backup.
he's not going to be the backup though.
Well, I know. But
Henderson
I'm saying
is.
like he's a decent backup for like another team or whatever. I can't believe they got fucking Darrell Henderson.
Yeah,
It's not going to matter. He might be out a week.
I just feel like running backs in the NFL are just very. They're very potent. Like you could always find good running backs, just like talent wise, not fantasy wise. Fantasy's completely
Yeah.
different, but like talent wise in the NFL, I feel like the difference between the top running backs and like the lower end running backs like aren't that far apart
Is
compared to like quarterbacks and like wide receivers. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I feel like I have a decision to make next year because, I'm just looking at. Hold on, sorry, my train of thought changed. I'm looking at these boards. 2 completely different groups of people. ETN drafted in the same spot each draft. First and the third round. That's kind of nuts.
I
That is
actually
nuts.
didn't ever I never noticed that.
Kelsey too. Holy shit. That one makes more sense.
And that's actually crazy because we're a 12-man and my top league's a 10-man,
Oh shit, yeah.
and we're both 2 keepers.
That is actually pretty nuts.
All right, back to what I was gonna say.
Wild.
I feel like I have a harder decision now than I did a couple weeks ago of who to keep next year. It's like ETN in the third's like very good, but like the way Godwin's been balling, dude, him in the 5th, or Treylon Burks. I don't know who drafted him where, but
I was just happy to see.
Oh, I think I
Miles
drafted
Sanders
Treylon.
go
yeah,
off.
there he is down there in like the 10th or 9th.
Not even 'cause, like I was like playing. Like I don't care if I win in fantasy in our league anymore because I'm done. In my other leagues, I'm still in it. But like I was just happy to see Miles Sanders go off because that's gonna be like my keeper. And
Dude,
he had a bad week last week. I was like, fuck, don't let me down. But he went
Yeah.
off this week.
Well, Miles
I was
Sanders is
so
a free
mad.
agent this year. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he is.
So that could
I
be- that
can't
could be-
see.
that could be
I
very
can't see
good or
them
bad.
not re-signing him after the year he's having.
Yeah.
To keep that, like, why not re-sign him to keep that offense together? That offense is filthy.
I think we should talk about how wrong we were about some of our picks for teams this year being good or bad.
Yeah, I
Like-
know.
Like, fuck, I don't remember what.
I remember I shit on Nick Lopez's team
Yeah.
bad. Sorry.
Oh,
Nick,
sorry. I meant actual
really
football teams, not fantasy.
Oh.
I thought you were talking about. I saw.
we could do that too.
I saw Lopez
Because we all thought
Saturday at-
Mangers was
at
good.
Tara's, and I was like, listen, man, honestly, we all thought your team was gonna suck.
yeah.
Oh, you were at Terrace when he was there?
On Saturday.
Oh,
Max Oak was there. Dude, I
Ah.
made a fantasy trade at Tara's, so we had like 2 full pitchers, and we were leaving to go down to Tommy's, and so I was like, yeah, Lopez. I was like, come here, let's make a trade. I was like, buy these pitchers off me. I was like, you could get them for $8 up there. They're full right here. Buy them for $6 each off of me right now. $12. Venmo me. Nah, man, we're going down Port. All right, Max Oak. Yeah. Yeah, 2 pitchers, $12. What's your Venmo? Boom. Just like, I look at Lopez. It's like, this is why I own the draft.
yeah, Lopez texted me. He's like, bro, why don't your brother do anything? I'm like, oh, fucking hell. Like, he doesn't do anything cool when he's home. He's like, we're going out, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no. He doesn't fucking leave the
It was
house.
Him, Max Oak, and I forgot who else they were, but they were at the table next to us. Walked from Terrace to Tommy's that night. It was fucking freezing. I was at Tommy's twice that day. Had to go and pick up my card, and then went back that night.
But going back to our early season predictions about the actual NFL standings.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's
I can't remember if we all thought that the Lions were gonna be good.
I think we
I
think
didn't
we all
like the-
said that they were gonna come in third.
yeah. I didn't
I
like.
know
didn't like
I
the
picked the
Lions that much.
Vikings to.
I think I picked
I'm
them for
pretty sure
second.
what the division is now. That was my prediction. Because I know I said the
You
Vikings.
did say
were
the
in that
Vikings were
division.
in
I
first.
think I said Green Bay.
So did I.
And I think I said the Lions are in third. I'm trying
All I know is
I think the biggest shock is just the entire NFC East being good
I think
and the
I
entire
think the-
AFC East being
I
good.
think
Also-
the AFC West is letting us down.
that's what I was gonna say because we were like, that's
Major.
4 playoff teams right there.
Yeah,
and
we're
two
like,
of
the
them are like
best division
3
in
and
football
7.
ever. Like
Yeah,
that
they got
division
Denver at 3
sucks.
and 8,
Jesus
Vegas at 4 and
Christ,
7. I
man.
mean, the Chargers at 6 and 5, and then the Chiefs just doing what the Chiefs
Yeah,
do.
that
but
division sucks. The whole NFC East is in the playoffs right now.
I know it's
It's
crazy.
crazy.
yeah, I mean, the AFC East right after until someone else won. I think when the Chargers won, it changed. But
Yeah,
the entire
it
AFC
was the
East for a
AFC
few
East too,
seconds
yeah.
was, in the playoffs too.
Dude, I was telling Dave before you walked in how Empire sucks because this Thursday's our championship and the Bills have a huge game against the Patriots. I'm like, you kidding me right now? I hate missing Bills games,
Oh my god!
but it's a championship, so I'm obviously gonna go and play. But I was like, you got it. The one time that we have a Thursday night game, you gotta be kidding me. I was so dude, pisses me off so much.
Yeah, but even I mean, one of my biggest shockers was I was a big Miami hater. Thought Miami was going to be the most overrated team in the NFL.
Fuck them.
Yeah, I mean, still fuck Miami. We can agree as that on Bills and Jets fans, but
They're gonna whoop
They're
their
good.
ass when they come to Buffalo next week, dude. Fuck Tua.
I can't stand Miami.
I love Miami.
Can't
That's like
stand.
my third favorite team.
Nah, my least favorite team in the NFL is New England, but
What?
Third favorite.
Yeah, I got.
you have a whole list, dude.
Nah, I got like third.
Kids like, yeah, the Jaguars. That's like my 8th favorite team.
They're probably like
They're
top
pretty
5
cool.
now. But I have 3. It's obviously. I mean, I have one team I root for. It's the Giants. When the Giants suck, I root for the Packers. Weird, I know, but I'm
That's
a
weird because the Packers are like my second favorite.
I'm an Aaron Rodgers guy, so I've always just liked rooting for him. And in the past couple years, having Aaron Jones on my team, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna root for these people.
Yeah.
And then number 3 is Miami because that's the team my grandpa roots for, and that's where my mom grew up. So I always came up.
Give you
with
a pass on that one.
as a
Fuck.
Miami
You're lucky.
fan.
You're
Yeah,
lucky.
the reason like I mean I'm a Jets fan completely. Like I don't like saying I have a second favorite team. But
Yeah.
if I had to root for another team, it would be the Packers.
Yeah, I'm not sitting here like, oh, I hope the
Yeah.
Packers beat the
Yeah.
Giants.
Yeah.
No, it's like Giants all the way. But when
Just
they
because-
suck,
yeah.
I gotta root for somebody. you
Yeah.
know?
just
I
because-
don't have a second favorite team. I just like players.
Yeah.
Besides the
Yeah,
Bills, like I
that's-
just like
yeah,
players.
I
But the
feel
only
that.
reason I somewhat like the
George
Packers is because when I was younger at my grandpa's house, they always had like I was too young to play in them, but they always had like different football pools and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And one year they had like every week, whoever scored the most points, whatever team you had, like you won money. And my dad had the Packers one year when they lost in the NFC Championship to the Giants that year. And the Packers had like the best offense in football. So my dad won a bunch of money on the Packers.
Damn.
So for Christmas, one of my family members got him a Packers jacket and a cheese head. So I remember I used to always go around my
So
house wearing
funny.
his cheese head. So like I always like since then I've always been like somewhat low key of
That's
like
hilarious.
I kind of fuck with the Packers.
Dude, I was explaining it to someone at my job the other day, and I actually like never said how crazy it is till I like said it out loud. Like everyone in my family is a different fan, like cousins and everything. Everyone
That
in my
is
family
That's
is a
insane.
different
I mean,
fan.
most of my I think everyone's Jets or Giants. Like
Yeah,
my
it's
one
crazy.
uncle who recently passed away, he was a Steelers fan, but that was really the only like different one. Everyone else is like Jets or Giants. Like
Yeah.
that's pretty much it.
I'm Bills. My dad's Vikings. One of my brothers is Cowboys. My other brother's Packers. My other brother's Eagles.
That's insane.
My cousin is my cousin's Jaguars. My uncle's Lions. My other cousin's Steelers. My other cousin is Chargers.
That's
Everyone's
ridiculous.
different.
That's
I actually do have family
so
members that are they're fake fans, but they switched from Giant fans to Jacksonville fans because they moved down there, which I guess is an excuse.
yeah.
But
that's bullshit.
yeah. So I do have family members that used to be Giant fans and now are like Jacksonville fans.
Dude, it's actually crazy. I was like, holy shit! Like, what are the odds of that? Not
Yeah,
one
that's
person
that's
roots for the same
insane.
team.
That's insane to have like 15 different people. Like, oh, we all root for different
Yeah.
teams.
It's crazy. Oh man, dude, fucking. Oh, my brother, that's an Eagles fan, texted me when the Vikings beat the Bills, and I was already pissed off, so I didn't even answer him, dude. But it was like, do the Bills, like, I know you're upset, but do the Bills pay your bills, keep your relationship going? He's like, no, then why does it matter? And I was just like looking at my phone, I was looking at my phone, I was like, I'm so fucking pissed off right now. I was like, it's the worst time to get a text message. Oh, that was a brutal game to watch with my dad, dude.
I could
Oh
see
yeah.
that.
I remember you telling like me and my dad were going at each other's necks.
I was gonna, cause he kept saying the thing that pissed me off the most was like, oh, they're in Buffalo, they're getting every call. So I wasn't having that shit, dude. I just like the last time he said it was in like overtime when like Gabe Davis, or it was the 4th down drive. Gabe Davis caught it when it like maybe wasn't a catch to like force overtime. He was like yelling at the TV, and I was just looking at him. I was like, shut up, dude. Like we were going. That was a brutal game. And then of course, Josh Allen throws the pick to end the game. He throws the pick to end the game. I see my dad looking at me. I turn to my dad. I go, don't even say anything. I walk downstairs. Didn't go upstairs the rest of the night.
Joey's like, I'm so hungry.
Well, I was like, dinner's ready. I was like, is Dad up there? It's like, I'm not going upstairs.
bring me food.
I was so.
Oh, it's
pissed off.
like elementary school. You're taking a test. You put the folders next to you. Joey goes up for dinner and puts the folders around him while he's eating dinner.
I was so pissed off that.
He's
Dude.
like, his dad's like,
Joey's dad gave him the Vikings plate on purpose. Joey goes, this is why I didn't come up.
dude, low
Knicks
key.
are up by 30, by the way.
I
Saw
don't
that.
care about the
Saw
Knicks.
that.
Low key, even though we all knew they were gonna be good, the Chiefs are just like
They're
really
so
good, dude.
dude.
They're really
So
good, and nobody's talking about it.
Dude, I mean, I feel like
They're the
Pat
best team in
Mahomes
the
is that
NFL
guy
right
that's
now.
going to be like hated for the rest of his life besides by Chief fans just because he's just going to like I don't want to say no one's going to ever dominate the league like Brady has, but Pat Mahomes is going to be that name where
He might, dude. He just.
He can.
It depends how long Kelsey goes, because that's like a big part of it.
yeah,
Really need the Bengals to upset them this week.
yeah.
The whole AFC could change. Like the whole AFC changes every week. It's
Dude,
crazy.
I just feel like right now like there's a huge change in quarterback. I feel like the only two really I might be missing somebody. The two really set in stone elite quarterbacks right now are like Josh Allen and Pat Mahomes. Like for the next like, you know what I mean? Like there's
Yeah.
really no quarterback like when you look like 5 years down the line is this guy still going to be an MVP candidate?
I mean, I would say Herbert's probably. Still up there,
Herbert's
but
up there too, but I feel like
That's
even
bad.
Herbert right
He's
now.
not,
is
but
like,
yeah, he's.
he's
I
still like
I don't
a couple
see him-
levels below
Yeah.
the Allen and Mahomes.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't really see him ever having like a better season than
Yeah.
either of them, but he's still gonna.
I
Gonna
mean,
be really
obviously,
good.
like, who knows what happens next couple of years because it's 1 year. But if he keeps this up every year, Jalen Hurts,
Yeah.
like he's killing it.
I'd also-
I feel like Jalen Hurts' like style of play is unsustainable though.
Yeah.
yeah.
I feel like he's still not like the best passing quarterback, and when it comes to like real prime time playoff football, like
I mean, that's why, dude. A running quarterback has really never won a
Yeah.
Super Bowl. I mean, look at somebody, Justin Fields. He said his legs felt heavy. It was after 2 games of him actually being like a running quarterback. He said his legs felt heavy that week at practice because he had rushed for like 300 fucking yards. I was like, holy
Yeah.
shit! Like, of course your legs feel fucking heavy. I do that much running in a year.
I'm like actually like I'm like trying to think of like past quarterbacks that won a Super Bowl and like if any of them like truly. Like,
No, the most mobile one, not
well,
even
and
the
he's
most.
not mobile.
The
Though.
Yeah,
most
I know.
the most mobile one was Russ. They put I literally saw a stat on it. He had the most rushing attempts for a quarterback that ever won a Super Bowl. It was like 94.
Yeah.
And these guys have like 100 after 4 games. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Dude, that's actually crazy to think about. Just like how a lefty quarterback never won a Super Bowl.
That's insane.
Fuck
It just
you, Tua.
but I never like Tua actually throws a pretty nice ball, but I feel like every lefty like doesn't throw that. Like they could have like power, but like Mike Vick had a crazy arm, but like I feel like no lefties throw like a good.
But he
like,
threw
ball.
dots. with
There's
that
really not
arm.
a lot of them too.
Mm.
Like
Like
Vic-
think of another
Vic
lefty
threw, like,
besides
80
Tua right
yards.
now. None.
Vic would throw 80 yards, but it would be a dot to
Yeah.
D-Jack on stride.
Yeah.
Like he,
What- Who was the last lefty before Tua? I mean,
There was like Tim Tebow.
I was gonna say last I
Yeah.
can think of is Tim Tebow. And that was how
That's-
long
and
ago?
then-
10 years.
There's a guy in
then Vic.
college right now, Penix.
Where is he?
He's a Washington quarterback. He's having a really good year, but he's a lefty.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
The Dogs going back to back, Natty
Dude, they're
champs,
nasty.
baby, dude.
Nah.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Dude,
What do you guys
our
got?
defense.
TCU? Are you gonna have play TCU in the first?
As
Oh,
of
today-
now,
Is
it-
today the
TCU went up to 3.
Did
TCU
they-
went up to 3.
did they do
USC
the
went up to
selection
4.
or whatever?
Michigan
That's
went
actually.
up to 2.
I mean,
we would play.
Gonna win, but
I
Wait,
want.
who's 4?
dude,
Not that.
that's why I can't wait till the playoffs expand.
They're better than TCU.
I think a lot. I think the entire top 10 is better than TCU. Honestly,
Like TCU is good. You can't
Yeah.
take credit. Like they're
USC
undefeated, but like
USC is worse than Alabama,
yeah,
LSU.
LSU's cheeks. Dude.
no, I think, dude, I think you're
No,
on
you-
USC.
Dude,
USC
look at
is pretty good.
Do you see the
USC
teams
has a
they've played?
great offense, but their defense is.
I don't know who. I don't know.
They're a West Coast team.
Yeah.
they don't. Play
That's why, like, if
I
we
would-
play them, because we have the best defense.
Yeah.
Like going against that
Oh,
offense,
Georgia's
would
by
be a
far.
sick
I think Georgia's
team.
gonna win it.
I hope so.
I think it's
Back-to-back,
Georgia or
bro.
Michigan because I think Michigan really turned a lot of heads against Ohio State.
I wasn't sure
I hate-
who.
I hate Michigan, but
I hate Ohio State.
I wasn't sure who I was
I hate them both. I'm a
telling this
Penn
to,
Sure.
but
State fan.
this guy, I saw him on TikTok, and he took the way that the college basketball people rank the college basketball teams, and he did it for college football because it's such a better like ranking system. So basically, it has to do with like 4 quadrants of teams. So like quadrant 1 is like actual like good teams, and then
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, and USC out of all their games, I think it was like I think they were like 8 games into the season at this point. It was like 6 of the 8 were quadrant 4 teams.
Well, yeah.
So like
what-
yes, they're
what,
good, but they
Pac-12?
don't
The
play
Pac-
anybody
the
good.
Pac-12 's
yeah, they're in
terrible.
like they're coming to the Big Ten.
Are they?
Yeah, them and
They- I think it's-
UCLA.
I don't know if it's Thursday or Friday, the Pac-12 championship, but they play like Utah.
But that's why
They're
I'm happy
probably
they're-
gonna beat them.
That's why I'm happy they're extending the college football playoff. I
Yeah.
think it's gonna make it a lot
Oh,
more
dude, it's
fun.
gonna make
Mhm.
it insane
because
because
I just feel like TCU, like, yeah, they're a good team, but like they play like even if they make like they play Georgia, Georgia's gonna smoke them. They play a team like
Probably, yeah.
Michigan would smoke them. I mean, even
But there's
Ohio
also-
State, Alabama's would smoke them.
there's also the factor of a team like say South Carolina had been ranked right before they beat Tennessee, before they beat Clemson, and this just like shot them up into the top 12 and they make the playoff or whatever, and they go on and they just fucking run through people in that too, and you get a team like that you would never expect
Yeah,
in
it
a
makes it
season.
more fun,
Yeah, so it
Like,
makes
it
it.
makes it a lot more fun. Like there's gonna be like a lot more upsets. I feel like there's
Yeah,
gonna be a
it's
lot
gonna
more
be really cool.
surprising
Mhm.
like college football champions.
Instead of
Dude,
it
I
just being
saw
like
that
yeah.
as
Clemson,
of
Alabama,
now,
Georgia,
Yeah.
and
with
Ohio State.
what the rankings are as of now. If it was expanded, who would be in the playoff is fucking Tulane.
Yeah,
I think they would play Clemson.
Like there's always gonna be
They
teams
would
like,
get
like
surrounded.
They would get
with the
fucking
yeah, obviously,
smacked.
but
Yeah.
still,
I mean,
like,
with
imagine
even with
them.
the expanded, like, yeah, you're gonna get a few teams that don't deserve to be there, and they're gonna just get smoked first
Yeah.
round. But like even like towards the end, when you get to like the final 8, like I think the final 4 is gonna be a lot more fun than just
Yeah.
having the 4 teams. You know what I mean? Like,
Dude, once they came out with these rankings, there was also like a playoff predictor. Georgia was at 99%, Michigan was at 99. I think it was, I want to say it was like 20-something percent, or maybe it was like 16%, a little lower, was Bama. I was like, how is there any shot that they could make it? They're not in the SEC championship.
I think
How
it's
can
if
they make it?
if-
They have 2 losses.
if USC loses, if TCU loses,
a lot would have to go.
I think they are better. They would get in over a 1-loss TCU. In my opinion, they're better than a 1-loss TCU.
Yeah.
But if, let's say, somehow LSU beats us in the SEC championship, they should be in over a 1-loss TCU then. Because they have the same record,
Agreed.
but they have the head-to-head
Agreed.
because they
Yeah.
beat Bama.
Agreed.
Yeah.
But
Agreed.
they're not going to win the SEC
They would
championship.
also
We don't gotta
beat.
worry
They
about
would also have beat you guys, so it would be like
Yeah.
even more. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Is Georgia gonna be the new Bama?
it. Dude, I was honestly thinking about that yesterday, and I was like, this is our fucking time, dude. Like, Kirby's smart. He's the next Nick. He coached under Nick Saban.
Oh,
Nah.
watch it. Okay,
He's our guy.
watch it.
What?
There was another team up there at one point
Yeah.
who had like 4 good years in a row, man.
Now you have ukulele as your
Dude, he is so bad.
Guys lost to
So
fucking
bad.
Spencer
Hold on,
Rattler.
ready. I'll show you fucking DJ ukulele in the pocket. My mom rages every week about him because all he does is stand there. He just stand. We were watching, I think, the Jets game, and Mike White's like rolling out and shit. She's like, "Why can't DJ do that?" I'm like, she's talking about Mike White. Why can't DJ do that? But
DJ
it is true. He is
baby.
fucking horrible. We just had.
He was good too, like his freshman year. Like I thought that was gonna be
He was
like,
promising.
the next guy. Yeah.
Yeah, he was promising.
He
But
was.
he literally just stands in the pocket and doesn't move. And then when he does, I mean, he's a mobile quarterback. Like
Yeah.
he can run the fucking ball, but he just stands there in the pocket and then
He just
makes
ain't,
a
he
bad
ain't ready
throw.
for prime time, baby.
Yeah.
no. That's why I said the Jets will probably draft him.
Yeah.
Eight for
like, oh,
8 for
he had that
29
one
last
good
week.
pass against non-ranked Stetson University. This is our guy.
Can't wait for my boy Stenson Bennett. He's gonna be a back-to-back Natty champ to get drafted like 7th round and shock the nation, dude.
I find it funny
Beast.
how he's the same age as Joe Burrow.
Yeah,
That's so crazy.
he's a 5th year, but he's
That's
like,
insane.
dude. That's what I was actually talking about this. I think it was last year. I was watching when I was in Georgia for my brother's wedding. We were watching one of the football games. And me and this other guy were talking about like, dude, I feel like this guy's been here for 10 years. Like every time I watch a Georgia game, every year I'm like, holy shit, he's back.
It's kind of like watching like a football show on TV,
Yeah.
and it's just like the same quarterback the whole time. You're like, fuck,
I didn't
feel like this
even
guy's
I didn't even think
35
he
now.
was coming back this year. I thought he was graduating, and then watching the first game of the year, they're like Stenson Bennett. I'm like, holy shit, they're like 5th year. I'm like, makes sense. More like 15th year, but makes sense. But dude, Mailman, dude, that guy's fucking electric. I love him.
Dude, I'm actually happy. Penn State's quarterback's gonna be gone next year. Got Drew Allar coming up. He was the #1 ranked quarterback in high school. Sat out a year behind Sean Clifford.
You see Clifford on the sideline. People, I don't know if he was actually
Oh,
saying it, but he
yeah,
was like,
no.
he's like, we gotta cover.
Yeah, no, he looked at the
He's
score
on
because
the
they were
bench.
favored by 19.5 and they won by 19. And after they like went up by 19, he was on the bench talking to like one of his linemen or something like that. And he points to the scoreboard. He goes, "We gotta cover. We gotta cover." And the guy started
Safety.
like dying of laughter. And they're trying to like people like making a big deal out of it. I'm like, dude, the guy was joking around. He's
Yeah.
a 23-year-old
He's a-
college student,
Yeah.
bro. Like he's messing around.
What are they gonna
His
do? Not
boy-
let him play in college next year? He's already done. So
He goes, "Ah, losers."
He just knows that his boys got Penn State to cover.
Yeah,
Dude. He's
yeah.
trying to help the boys out.
Dude, it was funny. Fucking Manger. So
put him in the party.
I mean, Manger obviously knew Ruckert, but like he would never like really text Ruckert. But he had another boy. I forgot the kid's name, but he
Hazel.
played like very low end D1 football.
Mm-hmm.
And there was one year he played like a ranked team. He played like Bama or something like that, and they got smoked like 80-0. And before the game, Manger goes, "Yo, you guys cover?" And the kid answered him. He goes, "No fucking shot."
Dude, that was like Stony
funny.
Brook went.
to
Yeah,
Oregon.
they played Oregon this year.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's so fucking funny.
But yeah, nah, his boy actually texted him back like right before the game. He goes, "Yeah, do not bet us. No fucking shot. We cover."
That's funny as fuck, dude.
That's crazy. Like, imagine playing for like Stony Brook and like having to go to like Oregon, like see like how just their
And dude, they actually-
facilities
bro, they
alone,
actually,
like how
like-
big they are.
Well, Stony Brook's trying to get into
FBS.
The FBS,
They're
not
FCS.
Yeah, they're FCS. So they're
Yeah.
trying to actually because there's a lot of things. It's not just like get into this conference or in the FBS. You actually have to have a certain like you have to like I forgot the rules behind it, but you have to have like a certain size facility, like certain
Yeah.
things like. And they're actually trying to upgrade their facilities slowly to become an FBS school.
They recently made they have like a giant indoor dome practice field now. I never
that's
went in
one
it,
of
but
the-
it's pretty sick.
That's
yeah.
one of the things they
It's
add.
on like the
because you have to,
backside
like,
of the campus.
You have
by,
to
like,
have like a
baseball field.
practice field
Yeah.
to be an like. There's a lot of things that actually go into becoming
Yeah.
an FBS school, and they're doing small things like that. That's not a small thing, but that's one of the big things they've done to eventually become an FBS school.
What's North Dakota State?
They're FCS.
Yeah.
They're FCS.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
So
a team like
Stony Brook.
Mm.
They're built-
Appalachian State was FCS and they got
So was
bumped.
JMU. JMU was,
Yeah.
was the top
Yeah.
team in the country. They just
Yeah,
became
they
an
just-
FBS,
yep.
but
Yeah.
JMU was the top team in the country like every
year.
Yeah, they
as
were
an FCS
filthy.
school.
Yeah, North Dakota.
don't-
North Dakota State's freaking like. Who'd they play? They've played like somewhat decent teams and beat them. Like they could compete. Honestly, I think
Nah.
they could compete in a conference.
Yeah.
Like they're maybe not like SEC
just-
or like Big
yeah.
Ten, but like
it's just hard when it comes
Pac-
like
Pac-12 probably. Honestly, even the ACC
12.
they could compete
Yeah.
with. Like,
It's just hard. Like the difference of like the level of play, like FCS compared to FBS, like just like the size of these guys, dude. Like,
yeah.
you go look at Georgia's defensive line and O line
yeah,
compared to even like one of the worst schools in the FBS. Like, there's just no, you know what I mean? Like, there's no chance. Like, at least in other sports like baseball and stuff like that, like, yeah, you can have a hot day, your whole team
Dude.
could be hot one day, and hit around like I think Stony Brook did it in 2012. They beat like the #1 pitcher in the nation, like they smoked them.
Dude, they fucking. It was LSU. Who the fuck was the pitcher?
Yeah.
Who the fuck?
It was.
It's
Nola.
it was Nola. Yeah, it was Nola.
and they smoked.
I think it was Nola.
Kowski beat
Yeah.
local legend.
Yeah, I was actually with a
It was
kid.
Aaron Nola. They had a
There was
two-man
another one.
rotation though.
Yeah, who the fuck was it?
Aaron Nola and
But I was at Ricky's the other night, and he had a couple friends over, and one of his friends, his brother played on that 2012
That's sick.
Stony Brook
That's
team.
so sick.
the documentary was sick on
It
it.
And he
was
goes,
good.
and the kid was telling me, he goes, yeah, Travis Jankowski's actually like really cool. He's actually a
could see
really
that.
nice guy.
Yeah, that was a really good documentary that they had on YouTube about
Yeah,
it.
because back then it was like, oh, you went to you go to Stony Brook, like, yeah, I'm D1, but like, you're
Yeah.
low. Now the kids that go to Stony Brook are probably like, yeah, I'm D1.
Yeah.
Fuck you, bro. Like, literally, you play at fucking Stony Brook. Like, I mean, it's better than what I did, but,
Yeah, I can't.
but don't
touch
act
that
all
kid.
fucking cocky.
Kevin Gosman.
Yeah,
That's
Gosman.
that's who
Yeah.
they beat. That's who they beat. I'm pretty sure.
They lost.
Gosman.
So I think they lost to Nola, but they put Gosman in at the end of the game, I think it was, and he finished that game that Stony Brook lost, and then the next game they came in and just fucking teed off on Gosman, because it was the same day, so they started him.
That was crazy. Like, that's actually crazy. I didn't think, like Stony Brook, like a small school, went to Omaha.
Yeah.
Like that's
Like
wild.
not even just like made it to supers, like they went to
Yeah,
Omaha.
They literally went
And
to
I
Omaha.
think that's so cool. Like that's why baseball is such a cool sport. Sometimes I feel like there's always a chance for an upset. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I was just gonna say when you went from like football to baseball, how like you could like beat a bad, or not a bad, but a small D1 could beat a big D1. It's like a D2 could beat a D1.
Well,
A
dude,
D3
it
could beat a
It
D1.
happened
Yeah.
here. A D3 smoked a
Yeah.
D1 school, and it was a low end D1 versus like a top D3.
Yeah.
But they played a non-conference together to like start the season, and dude,
Yeah,
the
there's-
D3 won like 23-7.
Damn.
You had some dogs at fucking
Yeah.
D3. I mean, like Suffolk was a D3 JUCO, and we would go and beat D1 JUCOs.
Yeah, like I mean, like I played D3. Like I would consider us middle of the road D3. Like we weren't in like a crazy conference. Like we had one team in our conference that was ranked, but like we were actually ranked at a point too one year. But like we had some kids that can
So
hit.
cool.
Yeah, I know. I'm that guy. I'm him. But
Hey,
Chase, you met my friend Chase. Like he made the team at Penn State, like D1. Like he was a D1 athlete. Like
There's some.
Dude,
You had some good
Suffolk was,
players.
Like you guys were filthy for like a local JUCO. Like imagine they had like dorms, like the people they would bring in and stuff. Like pretty
Oh,
filthy.
yeah.
I would never have been on the team.
Like look at Nassau Community College with their football team. They're really good
Yeah.
for a
Yeah.
JUCO. They're filthy.
yeah,
as a
but
JUCO.
even what's that one school Osick went to? Tyler Osick,
Oh, Chipola.
Chipola. I forgot.
That's it's a D1 JUCO in Florida. They're
Yeah,
fucking
yeah, yeah.
filthy.
They're
yeah,
dis-
Chipola.
dude,
they're
they're
filthy. They
disgusting.
breed D1 players after that.
Yeah.
Like everyone on that team. If you go look up the roster, there's probably like 10 to 15 kids all committed to South Florida, Central Florida, Florida State. Like, I'm not even
Yeah.
kidding. They just go to all the
Well,
Florida
I
schools after.
brought
It's
that up
crazy.
because me and Jordan Lisco were talking the other day. I was telling him about that Lindor's travel team when they had like Baez. They had like 10 MLB players on one travel team. And Jordan was going through all their commitments, and they were like Florida State, LSU, like all these crazy schools. And he goes, Chipola Community College. He goes, who the hell's going there? I'm like, dude, Chipola's actually
Chipola's
really sick.
Dirty. Like they are so
It's like,
good.
you guys ever see on Netflix Last Chance U?
I didn't watch it, but I know what you're
So
talking
it's
about.
basically it's like that Chipola school, but it's with football. So it's these guys that are committed, either were getting looked at by big D1 schools but couldn't do it because their grades, or they were at big D1 schools and got kicked out because
Yeah.
grades or attitude. So they would
Yeah.
go to this. The first one was in Missouri, I think, and the second was in Kansas. But it was these filthy JUCOs for football that
Yep.
would win the national championship for a
Yep.
JUCO, and then right after that, they're back and playing D1.
Yep, literally, like these
crazy.
the top D1 JUCOs is like a top D1 JUCO could go and play a D1 team, and they
Oh, yeah.
because everyone on that D1 JUCO is
Yeah.
going D1 after that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Literally, it's like It's like a travel team basically.
Yeah.
Like it's a D1, but for kids that either, like you said, don't have the grades or.
One of like the first, it was the first or the second season, one of them, for that Last Chance U show. It was really good. You should watch it. They had like a running back that ended up going to Arkansas. I don't know where he's doing now, but they had a linebacker that ended up going to Texas Tech, I think. And I think it was last year or the year before, he was the Jaguar starting linebacker.
That's sick.
Like, the show's actually really
Yeah.
sick.
I
The,
think I
the
think I
quarterbacks
started
are
watching-
always filthy, but never go anywhere.
Yeah, I think I started watching it a little bit, and I just never like really got into it. I stopped watching it. That came out a couple years ago, right? Last Chance U, yeah.
That's and then last year or 2 years ago, I think it was the year of COVID, so 3 years ago, they came out Last Chance U basketball.
Yeah, I never watched it.
That
but
was
I
a
saw-
good season.
yeah.
That was really good. It's actually so funny. I saw basketball, and I think they had a kid from Penn State or went to Penn State after the season, something like that, where his kid was really good. And it's in Compton. So that's where the school is. It's
Oh,
like
okay.
Southern LA, JUCO, whatever like that. And the coach is like talking, like hype them up for a game. He goes, "You guys are African Americans and Mark."
Mark.
There's one white-
There's one white guy.
That's what that's
Oh, is
from.
that
Yeah.
where that comes from?
That's-
Oh, that's
I actually
hilarious.
saw
And
one-
dude, that kid Mark was a filthy shooter.
Dude, I saw.
Filthy.
Of course, but I saw one of those memes today. I forgot what country was playing in the World Cup. but
Oh, it was all
a
in the
predom-
stands.
Dude,
right?
it was a predominantly black country or
Yeah.
whatever. So you saw in the stands, like they're
was like
dancing in the
Cameroon or
stands,
something
and all
like
of a sudden
that.
they like scan. Also, you see one white guy in the middle, fucking just like going with them, and they had that sound over it. They were like, yeah, like blah blah blah, and Mark.
And
Yeah.
Mark.
Yeah, that's
That's just
from
hilarious.
it's from Last Chance U basketball. That was a good season. They were filthy, dude. They were going to play for like the national championship. They're on the bus going to like the game and like got to get off COVID. They just canceled the tournament.
What?
Because everybody, like all the ACC, SEC, all them canceled their conference tournaments, but they were still playing. So they were supposed to be on like national TV because they were the only people playing. So they get on the bus and the coach is like, just canceled it. And like, dude, it's actually like pretty sad the
That's
ending
insane.
because
That's
these
nuts.
kids are all devastated and
And
everything.
that's a big
yeah.
thing for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's
Like
oh,
watch it.
that's-
I was like watching the show and like when the coach like gotta get off. So he's like everybody in the locker room. So everybody goes in the locker room and they like say like their goodbyes and everything. I was like, this is pretty sad, dude. I'm like,
Yeah.
damn. And then they show like where every kid goes and everything. But that Last Chance U was really good for football. Football is good, and that one season for basketball was awesome.
That's dope. I gotta actually. I started watching the football one. I never finished it, but
Yeah, because they
definitely go back to it.
I think they do like 3 different schools in the football one. Or maybe 2 different schools. They do like 3 seasons for one and 2 seasons for another or something like that. But both teams for the football one, both of their coaches are nuts. So it makes it 10 times better.
Yeah.
Because they just like fight and everything. It's crazy.
Oh, we kind of went all over the place there
Covered
today.
everything tonight.
Yeah,
I like
I mean, basketball's back. We didn't really talk about that. You talked about the Knicks being up 30.
Yeah, I think they.
Basketball's kind of a wacky one right
They
now.
won by
Gonzaga
30 exactly.
not
They
in the
scored
top
140 points tonight.
Jesus
The Knicks.
fucking Christ.
for like the first time like ever, I feel like that Gonzaga's not in the top 10.
Yeah, they lost to.
I should have bet. I was gonna bet Mitchell Robinson over 7.5 rebounds. He had 13.
Yeah, let's talk about Jericho Sims and how high he can fucking jump.
Oh,
I want him
Jericho
in the.
Sims, it's like it's the only thing he can do, but it's amazing.
I want him in the dunk contest.
Dude, the guy, he's got instincts. Like when you watch him, he's got like basketball instincts. Like guy can go get a rebound and stuff like that. Cannot score at all. Like if you ask him, the only thing he do is dunk because obviously he jumps out of the fucking
Dude, he gets
building.
his whole head's above the rim. I'm like, what are you doing?
Dude, he literally looks like an NPC. Like he looks
Wait,
like a guy
what's,
like you just randomly generate in 2K and like he's just there. Like, he
What's-
does not.
What's Julius Randle's stats?
He dropped 36, 7, and 5.
Okay, cool. Mavericks and Golden State, who won that?
Mavericks are up 5 right now in the third quarter.
How many threes does Luka Doncic have?
How many threes does Luka
4.
have?
4.
Does he really?
I don't know.
Luka, I mean, he has 32 points. He has 3 threes made right now.
So
He's 3 for 5.
What about Curry's stats? Points plus assists.
Points plus assists. It's like one of my favorite things to bet. Well, points plus assists plus rebounds. Points plus assists. He's at both combined at 30.
Ooh, close.
You remember, it's only the third quarter. Like they're just about to start the fourth quarter.
I need Golden State to win that
Yeah,
because I don't bet anymore. But at FanDuel, every day they do free contests
yeah.
and they do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They do 6 free contest questions for NBA every day. So I took Julius Randle over 32.5 points plus rebounds plus assists. That hit. Over in the Knicks game. That hit. I took They said Mavericks or Golden State. I took Golden State. I took Luka under 2.5 threes, so that missed. Curry over 34.5 points plus assists. That's going to hit. And then Jameer Grant over 21.5 points.
Dude, the Knicks game, they had 1, 2.
So if I go 4 for
3,
5, I
4.
could probably win something.
Dude, 3 of their
50
5
cents.
players in their starting lineup scored 16 points.
Oh,
Like,
that,
literally exactly 16
did
points.
that game just end?
The Knicks game, I think so. 140 to 110.
All right, I need Golden State to win. If I could go 4 for 5, I might be in the free monies.
I put 1 points plus assists plus rebounds in tonight. And that helps me a lot with it that Damian Lillard's out. But I put Jeremy Grant, put him points plus assists plus rebounds at like 26 or something like that. Man's been dropping 30 on a nightly basis.
Wait, is that the guy that I have?
And just Paul, obviously, their best 2 Clippers' best 2 defenders are out. The wing defenders are out. Paul
Yeah,
George and
In the
Kawhi.
free contest, that was the last question. 21.5 points, so I said over.
For Jeremy Grant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I needed that.
I have him at like 26 for points, assists, rebounds. They start at 10 though.
I need that. And then 4
Let's
for
just
5.
let's call it par.
Something.
Par, that's
People
it.
think we're talking
they're-
about golf.
I actually texted his brother before the bet. Let me see. I don't know. Literally, like, no one else would understand this. No one else would understand this.
That's funny. Oh, par. They're like, what the fuck?
Dude, yeah, I haven't bet in months.
Yeah,
I just throw like
I mean,
parlays around.
I'm starting to get back into it a little bit, just because basketball's starting to get its trends back and stuff like that. So probably gonna start.
Discord coming back?
It might. Did you see me like, a couple months ago? I randomly threw in the fucking one night.
Did you?
There was one night randomly. It was like
Azo.
college football bets, and I was like, let me go in the Discord real quick. And then Andrew answered actually in the Discord. Because I threw in like 3 college football bets, and I just
That's funny.
did not warn anybody. I literally just threw them in.
Oh yeah, NCAA.
What were they?
Maryland minus 3.5, Western Kentucky plus 6.5, 2-leg teaser, Michigan State plus 9.5, and under 63 total points.
I wonder if they hit.
I think I only lost the teaser. The other 2 hit though.
Drew goes, we back, baby.
yeah.
What the hell is she playing with?
UFC picks, who the fuck? February. Oh. NFL.
Bro, if you look at the records, my record was fucking absurd. I think everybody else had like 50 bets, and I was at like 200.
Nah. I didn't bet like a crazy amount, but my NBA, like everything else, like NFL, I was always hit or miss. But my NBA bets that year, like when we really were in that Discord, I was killing it in NBA.
I was throwing like probably
I was
close to like
23 and
10.
or 25 and 20.
I was throwing close to like
Like that.
fucking 10 plays a day in that Discord.
Joey's last one, 60, 58, and 2.
Hey man, I'm positive, baby.
I had 40 bets.
60, 58, and 2. That's positive, baby.
Yeah, I remember I killed it. There was that like couple week span where me and you
Yeah,
were
it
watching
was
every
fucking-
Hornets game. Dude, we were killing
Dude,
it.
look how I went out.
Lost.
I was mad good with the college basketball. Yeah, and then look, all wins. Like I was really good with college basketball.
Yeah,
Dude, literally, I
really
just
got into
remember-
NBA last
I remember watching a Rangers game one night, and then after, I'm like, why the fuck did I just watch the Rangers? Me and Drew had a bet on the Rangers, so me and Drew watched the Rangers, and then you joined Cord, so then me, you, and Drew watched the Hornets after. I was like, what is going on?
Dude, I
Wonder-
would have
wonder
one
if it
game on
was
my
the
TV, and
parlay.
then we'd be having a group play on Discord.
I wonder if it was the parlay. I had a parlay that I put in the Discord on January 24th last year. Rangers Wild Avalanche, and it hit.
It could have been, man.
Fuck, did I miss it?
Speaking of
Bad.
speaking of Discord, but not about sports at all. You guys are ever bored on the weekends? We usually watch a movie together in Discord now.
What?
We watch. You guys know the movie Smile?
Yeah.
We
I
watched
didn't see it,
Smile,
though.
and then we watched
Speaks is
Black
next door right
Phone.
now.
But
I
yeah,
started playing Warzone, by the way.
Bro, you know there's a real movie coming out. I didn't see the trailer or anything. It's called Cocaine Bear. It's a real movie and it's coming out.
I'm gonna tell them we should watch it, dude.
Like I don't even know what it is.
So these kids that we met playing GTA, we play COD with. They're the ones that he
yeah.
knows them. They're the ones that are all. If you look in the Discord, it's like me, James, Brandon, and then it'll just be these like 4 random kids.
Yeah.
So that's who's always in there. And this one's like, dude, I have this website where you just watch like any movie. We're like, okay. So he like gives it to us. I'm going through the movies. I put it on like newest. There's a movie for 2023 on there. It comes out in March.
What movie?
I don't know. It's like an hour and a half long,
What is it called?
it's Soap Today or something
Oh,
like that.
because Ricky he pays for it, Ricky, but he uses a VPN, pays $19 a month, every live channel in the world, like literally dude, he can even watch like News 12 on it, like every. Because we were messing with him when we were over at his house. We're like, dude, you don't have every channel, because I guarantee, name something. So we're like, all right, like blah blah blah. We're naming like different games. He puts it on. We're like, all right. My uncle goes, News 12, local channel. You definitely don't have that. He goes. Dude, he had News 12 Bronx, News 12 Connecticut, News 12 Long Island. Like, I'm like, dude, end any movie you can watch, and movies that haven't come out yet.
That's funny.
I'm like, dude, $19 a month. He goes, yeah, but you have to have a VPN or they'll shut you down, man.
Man, I can't tell if this cocaine bear is real or if I just fell for a really bad prank.
No, but yeah, if you guys are ever bored and you see us in there with somebody live,
It's actually
we're watching a movie. So usually scary ones too. That's what we've been doing.
No, it actually seems real. There's actually a movie.
All right, I think
on,
we should wrap
yeah,
this
we're
up.
going on to the
We
movie
are
now.
on some.
Hold on, this has to do with sports. There's a movie that I saw on Amazon Prime today. I have to rent it. It's called Hockeyland. It's about Minnesota hockey team in the state championships. A true story. Looks fucking sick. Maybe it's on that website. If it is, let me know.
Sponsor us.
It looks sick.
But all right, I think that's a wrap on today's
Yes,
episode.
that was
Should be back.
Good to be back, boys.
hopefully.
Should be have
hopefully.
another episode out next week to spend depending on all of our schedules.
Feels good. Hopefully, next episode we'll have another rec league championship to talk about.
Oh yeah,
Hopefully.
we're the right dude. Rec league, dude, we kill it out here. Rec league,
We're nice. Moose Knuckles.
Moose Knuckles.
Also, any nights where we can't, like, if we're trying next week, but it's like, oh, Justin's not gonna be home till whatever, or Aunt can't do it this day, we could do it on Discord. Me and
Yeah.
Joey did. It wasn't bad.
It actually came out pretty good.
It would be better for everybody to have headphones, just because
I
they're all
bought a
there.
headset.
There is a little like, I don't know if you probably can't plug a headset into.
Oh.
Oh wait, but you can hook up. You have your computer hooked up and everything.
Yeah. But
We can figure it out.
Think
We
my,
can-
I think my
wasn't-
PC's like headphone jack is broken.
I don't-
That was the problem why I never got like the.
I don't think it was terrible with me.
It wasn't. No.
I do
it's
have
not.
I do have a laptop though.
Okay, we can figure it out.
I have a laptop that I can use.
I'll have one soon. So we'll be good.
Yeah, but
And I'll
yeah,
be able
if
to
we
watch
or if
Streamlabs.
we're like, oh, if someone like say we're like, oh, we don't feel like going to Joey's to fucking film, like we could do it on Discord, whatever. Like I said, it came out good. It's
Yeah.
10 times easier for me to edit. Literally, it's so much easier because like it just saves right to my computer.
I think
and-
she agrees with you.
The only thing I have to cut out is maybe if I started early, something at the beginning. But
I wonder if we could do like borders on that too, like have like our logo and
we could probably figure something out.
that'd be
it's
cool
just
to do.
I'm just a lazy fuck. So
that would be cool.
yeah, that's I think we'll just
Yeah, that's about it.
wrap it up there.
Go Jets.
Sir,
Go Jets,
Bills.
go Giants, go Bills. New York on the come
And
up.
you know what? Something we all can agree on. Let's go USA, baby.
USA. It's called soccer.
USA, USA.
It's called soccer. All right, guys, you know the deal. Links will all be in the description. TikTok, you're on YouTube right now. Email, anything like that. If you don't comment about USA, you're a fake fan. Giants, Bills, Super Bowl, calling it now. See you guys next
Jets
time.
Super Bowl.
Peace. If we don't, we'll see you again before Christmas. But if we don't, for some reason, Merry
Happy
Christmas.
holidays.
Happy-
Happy late Thanksgiving.
Happy holidays. Sorry, not to be. I don't know the word. Deuces.
Peace. Go Bills.